If you're looking for a brand new home in Ocala and looking to put money in your pocket, this home is one worth taking a look at. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendoly, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deals here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today we find ourselves in Ocala, Florida, the Cooper Leaf community here by Highland Homes. This is an amazing community and we have amazing incentives covered by the buyer. And this floor plan, you guys, it is a bang for your buck. So if you're looking to save money but you want the square footage and you want the incentives, this is a home worth taking a look at. Now the home that we're going to be seeing in today's video is a 5-bedroom 3-bathroom home with a 3-car garage, 2536 square feet, and it is sitting on a 0.23 acre lot. Yes, 0.23 acre lot. I know we find that typically in Marion Oaks, but today we have that here in a community that's in a great location, about 5 minutes from your hospital, about 5 minutes from Walmart, all of your shopping. State Road 200 is literally 3 minutes away from here. You're close to the springs, you're close to that Ocala Equestrian Center, you're close to the downtown, and so much more. You're only about an hour and 20 minutes from that Orlando International Airport and the Disney parks. And a little bit about the structure and what we're seeing in this home. This home is a concrete block construction on public water and public sewer. As you can see, there's an absolutely beautiful exterior to this home. You have the stones going around the entrance. You have a grand entrance, so if you're somebody who does like to have that decorations in for the holidays, we do have that available for you guys. Large windows throughout. The floor plan makes so much sense. The neighbors both have fences, so if you buy this home, all you have to do is put in the gate. And best of all, if this home isn't available for whatever reason, we still have lots available in this community. But if we don't, we have 2 other communities. One is 55 plus and one is over by Bellevue. And this builder is actually building homes in Marion Oaks from 1 acre and above. So that's something worth looking into. I'm gonna have a video for that in the next couple months once they officially start building, so keep an eye out. But in the meantime, if you want to know more about what we have, this is one of those floor plans and so many more. But enough about the homes, the upcoming things that I have available with this builder. Let's go ahead and start the tour. All right, stepping into the home, as I mentioned, you do have that grand entrance. In this case, you're kind of gonna have the double door. So if that's something that you have loved from the past, you get that here. When you come into the left, you're gonna have your linen closet or your coat closet for you to go ahead and store all your coats, your shoes, and whatever you want. You do have kind of like a little entrance area, not a foyer per se. And then to the right, we're gonna have that first bedroom. In this case, you do have carpet in the floors and then vinyl throughout the home. You got a pretty decent sized closet, and you also have a good sized window. In this one, you have the pre-wires for the fans, but it does not come included, but that's even better because you can go ahead and choose whichever one you prefer. Now in this case, when you step out of the bedroom, we do have this, it's technically considered like a formal dining area. In this floor plan, you get a formal dining area and you also get a nook area, which is actually spacious. You're going to see that in a few seconds, but you do have this window here. As I said, the neighbors in this specific lot do have the fence, so you can kind of see it there. You just have to put the gate, but you have one window and enough space to go ahead and fit maybe 6 to 8 guests in this floor plan. Now continuing on, we are going to see the social area first, just because of how the floor plan is laid out. You have the front room here, you have the primary to the side, you have 2 rooms and the garage over here, and in the back you have another bedroom with a bathroom, and we're going to go talk about the details as we continue. So in the social area, first we're going to show you this little nook area that you have. As I said, you have that formal dining area and you also have the nook, but the way it's set up, you can put like a regular 6-chair table here. You do have that light fixture If it's not your style, we can always go and change it out. And then this is where your living room would be. So in this case, this whole space here is considered the living area. Your TV mounted is already included, like the cables and stuff, that's already there if you want to mount your TV. And in this case, we do have a large kitchen in this floor plan. If you're somebody who wants pendant light fixtures, we do have the pre-wires already done. You actually have 4 pre-wires if you wanted to choose that, because in this case, this island is really large. One of the things that I love about the floor plans in this community and in the Ocala area for this builder, which they do build in other locations as well, other cities, but specifically in Ocala, these floor plans, you have large islands. Here you can fit 4 chairs, over there you can fit another one, maybe some more over here if you wanted to, but you have a lot of space. This is quartz countertops. You do have the option if you choose to do a to be built, meaning you pick this floor plan and you want to select your finishes, to change this countertop. If you prefer granite or if you prefer a different type of quartz, you can go ahead and do that. You can put tiles or luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout the entire home. That is an option. And you also can choose your color of the cabinets, your handles, all of the above. It's a long process. I have gone through that myself. You do get the sink in the island in this case, so while you're washing your dishes, you're able to watch your TV. The appliances do come included with this builder, so you're gonna have your dishwasher, your microwave, your stove, and your refrigerator included. The only thing that's not included is the washer and dryer. And in this case, you do have 42-inch cabinets. To this side, you do have some extra space here for more appliances, I guess you can say. Island space on this side, your coffee over here to this side, and then you do have that pantry space over here. We're gonna continue on through this hallway. Right in front of the kitchen, or right next to the kitchen, you're gonna have the door that's gonna take us into that laundry room. It's a pretty standard size laundry room. You do get the shelving included, but this is something you guys can go ahead and change out. You have the washer and dryer. You might be able to put a sink here if that's something that you prefer. And you do have your box for the router on this side. Now I'm gonna take you guys into this 3-car garage so you guys can see how it is. It does not come epoxy for you already. I'm sorry, I do apologize, but I do have references, so if that's something that you're interested in, we can go ahead and get that taken care of. You do have that 3-car garage with 2 remotes. So you can have your cars here, your toys on this side, irrigation system is included, and you have your water heater kind of secluded on that side so it doesn't take anything away. And then you do have that entrance to the attic here in the garage. Now we're gonna step back inside. Again, this flooring is included throughout the home. The only place you're not gonna have it for this specific lot is in the bedrooms. Now in this hallway, you are gonna have 2 of the 5 bedrooms and 1 of the bathrooms. So we're gonna walk into what's considered bedroom 2. In this case, you have the connections for the cable and everything on this side. So maybe you put a dresser over here, your queen size bed on this side, and you do get a pretty large closet space. Let me just show you guys. This one has the double bifold doors. And it has a lot of space. I know I'm not that tall, but I'm gonna show you guys, you can still have a lot of space here. This one is facing the side of the home, just so you have a perspective of where we are inside the home. It's a pretty good layout, a little over 2,500 square feet, and it is divided well, so people will have their privacy. Even if you have people over, it's a great home for gathering. And then we're walking into the first bathroom. In this case, they do have Formica countertops in the bathrooms in this floor plan. However, if you choose to do a to be built, that's something that you can choose to have as an upgrade. But in the future, this is not too expensive to upgrade if you do end up buying one of their move-in ready homes, such as this one. In this case, white cabinets as well. So you do have your medicine cabinet, and you also have your mirror. You have the shower tub combination with tiles going almost to the top, but not all the way. It is your standard size bathroom, so that is something to keep in mind. Now stepping into the 3rd bedroom, it's kind of hard to keep track of how many rooms we have. This is a pretty standard size bedroom. You do get the closet, a little bit smaller than the one that we had over there, and this one is also facing the side of the home. And again, carpet in this bedroom, and the light fixtures are already included. from the living area and the kitchen, we're stepping into one of the bedrooms. We're gonna have this large window here giving us a lot of light coming in. And this is a hallway where I kind of want to explain something to you guys. Right now with this home, this has a hallway as you see it. But if you do a to be built, you have the option of closing this in right here. And it kind of turns into a mother-in-law suite where you wouldn't have this door here to the bathroom. It would just be the door coming in. The bathroom would be somewhat open. But as we continue on, this is actually my favorite bathroom. In this case, you have a pretty decent sized vanity. Again, the Formica countertops, the white cabinets. You do have the option to do a shower tub, or you have the option to do the standing shower as you see it here. You do have the tiles going almost to the top. Same flooring, pretty decent size, but you also have that entrance out into that covered lanai, which we'll go ahead and see in a little bit. This is an option that is customizable if you choose to do a to be built home. So just imagine this door is not here. It's kind of like a wall. Your door is over here, and then stepping into the bedroom, again, carpet, but you do have the option if you do it as a to be built. If you love this home, we can actually get a great deal on this house as of right now. Standard size closet, perfect for somebody who has a family member living with them. A queen size bed can go on this side, and then over to this wall, we do have the connections for the TV. And if you choose to do this as a mother-in-law suite, there would actually be a door leading you into the bathroom instead of the door being over to the side. All right, stepping into the primary bedroom. Again, all the rooms are kind of in their own little corner, which is an extra plus because you get that added privacy. So in this case, we are in the primary bedroom. We do have a tray ceiling included in this home. This is an option if you choose to do it to be built, but in this case, it comes for this move-in ready home. You're gonna have the two windows that are facing the back of the home. Your king size bed can fit here, and then you have plenty of room to organize the bedroom as you please. You can put a dresser, you can put nightstands, and so much more. Yes, we do have carpet in this room. Yes, we do have that pre-wire for that ceiling fan. So that just gives you an idea. And it is facing the back of the home just so that you have an idea. Now we're gonna step into the primary bathroom. In this case, it's obviously gonna be bigger than the other ones, but you also do have the double sink vanities. And you also have this kind of like seating area. This is where we can put our makeup and our hair products. If we wanna add like a little mirror right here and a chair, we can get ready for our days, our nights, our date nights, and so much more. In this case, you have the double mirrors and you have two medicine cabinets. So each individual will have their own medicine cabinet. You do have that private toilet over here behind me. So that is something that comes included with this floor plan. And then you have, in this case, first we're gonna see the linen closet because you do have that storage, but you have a standing shower. And you guys, it is a pretty big standing shower. I'm actually gonna step in just so you guys have an idea. It starts here and it ends all the way peekaboo over here. And you do have that skylight up above. And now the part that I know matters to you guys most, that walk-in closet. It will not disappoint you guys. There's definitely plenty of space here for you to go ahead and store your things. And it does come out this way. So it's kind of like a little pocket so that he can put all of his stuff on this side and you can go ahead and put all y'all things over here, my ladies, over to this side and do that DIY kit. Now I did mention that we have a 0.23 acre lot. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that now. Now, on top of the 2,500 square feet, the 5 bedrooms, and the 3 bathrooms that you get in this home, you're also gonna get a really large covered lanai for our family get-togethers, our weekend barbecues, and for us to go ahead and enjoy everything that Florida has to offer us. You're gonna get the pre-wires over here for you to mount your TV and watch your football, soccer, baseball games, and then this is the connection for that, or the door for that bathroom. If you do decide to get a pool, put a bird cage, and anything else. Now stepping into the actual yard, you do have the option to build a pool, put a trampoline, maybe a playground in this community. There is a low HOA, which we'll get into, but this builder does not give you too many restrictions as far as what you can and can't do in your home. But this is a 0.23 acre lot, fenced in already on the sides. All you have to do is put the gates on each side here, but you can go ahead and fit a pool in this yard. If you wanted to extend this out, maybe build a fireplace and do different things, you are able to do that. This is a great yard, a great home, Rear neighbors, kind of not really, they're really far out behind you, and you get the nice trees which are in their yard, not in yours. But enough about the home in itself, the lot, and everything that this home has included. Let's go ahead and talk about the finances and what you can lock this home in for. Now let's go ahead and talk about how you can save money while taking advantage of the location and the floor plan that you'd be getting in this home. Now the home is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2536 square feet, so 2,536 square feet, sitting on a 0.23 acre lot. You're gonna save money because your neighbors already have a fence. All you have to do is put up the gate or the fence if you do not want to have a gate for yourself. You are going to get special incentives with this builder. So with this builder, they actually cover all of the closing costs. Now what that means is when it comes to closing costs, you're going to have the lender fees, you're going to have the title fees, you're going to have prepaids, and a couple of little extra things in there. And this builder is going to cover all of the closing costs. Some of the builders don't cover the prepaids, but in this case, you are going to have that covered as well. And you're also going to be able to lock in an interest rate depending on your credit, as well as a 4.99% for the 30 years locked in. And you might even be able to get something a little lower. It kind of just depends on where the market rate is. But overall, you're going to be saving yourself at least $200 in your monthly payment for a home like this one. You do have that 3-car garage, so you are able to use your toys, put your cars in, have family get-togethers, and not have too many issues as far as where people are going to park. And it is a beautiful community, a nice quiet community, not too far from your State Road 200. And this community does not have a CDD. However, it does have an HOA of $750 for the entire year, which is amazing when you break it down into your month to month. You're gonna save so much money. I'm gonna actually have the market rate payment and the builder payment down below, so you can kind of have an estimate of how much money you're saving. But it is a great opportunity for you, whether you choose this community or one of their other communities or a home in Marion Oaks. You're still gonna get a great deal, a great floor plan, and amazing price. Now, with that being said, if you want to go ahead and jump on a call and have that buyer strategy call, make sure you schedule that with me in my Calendly link down below. Very easy to get a hold of me, very easy to schedule that with me, so we can make sure and see your specific situation and get you locked into this home. Now, when you're ready to win in real estate, remember to win with Wendoly. Salsa!